Hello, welcome everyone. This is week 4 of the Rakshir finals. I am Mullah from Team Cryptic Gaming, and we will be playing our European opponents, PaniC Esports. It looks like everyone's already in the North American server, so send a quick message to our players. And we'll just give it a minute for everyone to arrive. Yep. And we are here. I suppose I'll make the lobby. The first map is Data C. Okay, sorry for the silence. Okay, I guess everyone in here. In that case, we're ready to go. All right. No more backing out. There we go. This is game 1 of week 4 of the Rakshir finals. We are on a map called Data C. Very, very wide map, but not a very long map. Should be interesting. I'm not sure if Roma has had a chance to check out these maps, so it'll be good for him to, take a look. Now, Ninja Monster has already played one game previously on this map, but it was not a Zerg versus Zerg, so we will see how he does. Let's introduce both players. Spawning in the bottom left of Data C, we have the red Zerg player representing Cryptic Gaming, Ninja Monster. And spawning at the top right of Data C, we have the blue Zerg player from PaniC Esports, Racer. Zerg versus Zerg. I'll do my best to make it an interesting commentary for you guys. But what I can say so far, looks like both players are opening standard. We've got 2 overlords. Oh, both people pulling their drones down to the natural. Thank you for the follow. All right, production tab open. Professional streamer here. Roma, thanks for the follow. You must be watching the stream from both places, but the more the merrier. Yep, pool goes down. Pool goes down. Looks like Ninja Monster's gas is a little bit earlier. We'll see if it's being used for anything aggressive. Oh, interesting about this map. It looks like if you send both overlords directly across the map, you might not see your opponent's overlords. So you're not really going to get a glimpse of what your opponent's opener is until the first overlord gets there, because it's not like the second overlord also crosses paths and allows you to know that you're not getting 12 pooled or something, or 13-12. Okay, so this is very interesting. So Ninja Monster opens up and makes an extra overlord. And I wonder if it's anything for something perhaps a bit aggressive, or... He does make 4-lings. And you can see how Racer's pulling back the overlord, so he should have seen that. And Racer responds by making 8 lanes of his own. So, by the time the 4-lings get there, he should have plenty of links to be able to deflect that, and to defend that third base. Oh, the Queen's chasing the Overlord. She's off creep, so she's going to be very, very slow. I believe there's going to be more than enough lings from Racer to be able to defend that hatch. It's just a little bit of annoyance here. It's not really anything. Okay, Ninja Monster runs away. And he knows that his opponent is taking a third. There's a drone here, but hasn't taken a third yet. Yeah, it looks like Ninja Monster decided to... Oh. Are we feigning some aggression on this side? I mean, the Overlord should have seen that there were some splash units slowly crawling their way over to the third base here. And this is the interesting part of the game where there's a bit of a Lingbane micro war. We'll see how this goes. Oh, so all the links go down. In terms of trading, we have 600 resources lost for Racer and 525 lost for Ninja Monster. So, you know, slightly positive trade for Ninja Monster. Nothing too dramatic. There's going to be a bit of a counterattack. Let's see what the follow-up is. The follow-up is... Well, looks like Ninja Monster deflected that okay. I'm going to follow these little puppy boys across. Oh! All these lings are going to get traded away. This is actually quite nerve-wracking. I hope the music adds to it, but it's also nerve-wracking because Zerg vs. Zerg is not my most skilled or knowledgeable of matchups. Oh, we're going to get the Baneling hit. No. Zerglings get pulled back. Workers were very even. And looks like we are getting a little bit of tech here. We will see if that means just a defensive position or we're going to use that for aggression. Now what's interesting about Racer is getting +1 melee upgrades. Worker count, again, very, very even. And what's also very impressive is that these players, their APM is spiking up to 400, 500, 600 at times. Probably averaging around 250, maybe 275 even. Very quick hands, these players. Yeah. So it's actually really hard to avoid traveling across the map without the other person knowing, just because there's so much vision. Look at all this Overlord spread. Very, very healthy Overlord spread across every single path. You just cannot really initiate a run by and not be seen. You'd have to go all the way around the very far outside of the map to like all the way around the outside here to not be seen. If you go anywhere across the 3 paths across the middle, the opponent will know. Okay, so we both have Lingbane production. Sorry, not Lingbane production, Roachbane production. So here's the interesting thing. It looks like Racer's Banelings have +1. Yeah, +1 melee. And Ninja Monster's Roaches have +1 ranged. So the Bane goes down. Yep. Yep, so they're both continuing down their path of melee upgrades. So Racer continuing to +2 melee, along with Roach speed. And Ninja Monster continuing down his +2 range. I think this might actually work out favorably for Ninja Monster, because he does have the ranged. It's worth something for sure. Alright. A few Ravagers morphing for Racer, along with 7 more Roaches. Yeah, it's very interesting. Oh, he gets the Ravager. But not his own Overlord, so very good buy there. Yeah, what's interesting, I wonder what transition it's going to be, because, yeah, it looks like Racer is about to finish +2 melee. But he's making 14 more Roaches, so, yeah. I wonder if the play is going to be just a lot of Lings? A lot of Banes? Well, we're setting up a 5 roach run by here. Ninja Monster sees, pulls away the drones. Okay, very quick. And also, like a sort of misrally of overlords over here. But anyway, let's not miss this action. These 5 run by roaches are going to get taken down. And I wonder if this queen's going to just... Oh, well, we have Ravager Biles, so that's a lot of overlords here for free. Oh, we're just going to walk right by the overlords. Oh, these overlords are all rallied over here. Racer just realized he's left like, I don't know, 1,500 minerals worth of overlords in this area. You know, I wonder if it's a bait, because it's like, oh, you try to go for those, you won't have enough vials for when the army arrives. Yeah, see? And now the engagement happens. In terms of army supply, we got 116 for Ninja Monster and 100 for Racer. Ninja Monster is ahead on drones and ahead on army supply, although not anymore. So Racer starts up a Lurker Den. Meanwhile, it looks like Ninja Monster's Lurker Den is finished. Yeah, I really hope Overlord Speed kicks in, so Racer invests in Overlord Speed just to be able to get these bubbly balloon Overlord supply buildings out of the way. Now, a couple of parasitic, couple of biles. Just to zone out Ninja Monster's army. I hope Ninja doesn't walk into the concave. He needs to sort of either... He's going to move forward, so then he gets the high ground. Yeah, so it looks like... he forces Racer to have to choose between that base. So, yeah, Racer's forced to cancel that base. Because Ninja Monster had the high ground. It's very good positioning. It was a bit touch and go there for a little bit, because it wasn't clear at first whether when Ninja Monster first walked to the high ground, whether he walked into the other person's concave. Okay. Yep, so Ninja Monster's trying to make a concave of his own, pull into a bit of a retreat. So that was not an ideal engagement from Ninja Monster, but still seems like he is ahead. Yeah, despite not having an ideal engagement, because, you know, he is ahead on drones. He managed to keep up the 4th base while canceling the 4th base of his opponent. And because of that, you know, he's got the Hydras and the Lurkers coming. And meanwhile, we've got Racer, who's trying to establish his 4th base again. Trying to get his drone count up and the roach count up in a very difficult position, because fundamentally, you know, you spend your larva on 1, you know, 10 drones, you're going to be 10 roaches down. So is Ninja Monster going to be able to get into a position where he cancels that 4th base again? Yep, he finds Racer out of position again. So he kills that base. Lurkers are out for Racer. So he's going to have some ability to actually hold a position on the high ground there. Meanwhile, we have a roach run by. Kills 3 workers. Forces a pull here for resources. I think that is worth it, because that opens up the position for these Lurkers to be here cleaned up on this side and allows Ninja Monster to gain the high ground again. So these 3 Lurkers were just gone. They were just killed. Yeah. So he's basically forcing Racer into a fight while being well ahead on resources. You know, Ninja Monster can afford to trade at this point. Not trade super inefficiently, but he, you know, he is able to trade. He's almost got +3 ranged upgrades completed. He's making 5 Hydras, 10 Roaches versus another 5 Roaches for Racer. Yeah, Racer's again trying to re-establish that 4th base. Ninja Monster's basically just forcing trades and forcing trades. And as long as they don't go too... Oh, is he going to catch that drone? Nope. Yeah, as long as the trades aren't too crazy, Ninja has a much bigger bank. And transition into Lurkers, comfortably being 1 base ahead. It's almost like forcing Ninja Monster to stay home with this kind of aggression. Ninja Monster just needs to keep producing. Okay, yeah, Lurkers are finished, so he can totally bully this army back. Racer simply just doesn't have enough biles to be able to kill all that and back off. So, yeah, it just seems like, you know, Lurker count, you probably compare that a little bit to Siege Tank count in Terran versus Terran. You have more Lurkers, you're the bigger bully. And you start pushing your opponent back from certain positions. So Ninja Monster's trying to establish a 5th base here. But meanwhile, you know, he's fully entitled to just walk across the map and try to force a trade. If he can somehow get on this high ground here, burrow his lurkers and cancel the 4th base yet another time, that would become extremely difficult. So a lurker does burrow here. Right, and he gets taken out, so that was a bit of a lurker run by. It didn't quite work. But in the meantime, it looks like these lurkers are going to flank. And they're going to be able to burrow in that position, and they're just going to kill that hatch. And possibly a lot of drones along with it. Yeah, Racer's definitely in a difficult position, because he's at 120 supply, down to 43 drones. Meanwhile, Ninja Monster is still maxed out. And oh, the unburrow, the micro! Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it looks like he's forcing Racer to try to, you know, trade hit points in order to try to clear up the lurkers. And the micro is very good from Ninja Monster. Yep, and GG's called. Yeah, that's very interesting. Very systematic way of, you know, a very calculated of like, okay, now I add some drones. Okay, now I have to defend there. Now, the Overlord vision was fantastic from both players. It was just, yeah, very back and forth. There were parts when each player decided to drone up, parts where each player decided to be aggressive, and then, yeah. Yeah, and then there was a point where, you know, Ninja was able to establish his base, was able to pump out another 15 drones or so, 15 to 20-ish drones. And then he was able to force trades from there while being ahead in economy the whole time. If he just cancels that 4th base of Racer a couple times, yeah, Racer's in a very difficult position, just being gas starved, not being able to do his lurker transition. Very well played by Ninja Monster. Let's move on to our next map. So Racer, we're going to move on to the European server now. Racer chooses next map. Welcome to everyone who just joined in chat. Hello from the Overlords rally to the 3rd. Yeah, that's the funny part about this map. Like, you don't have the Overlords crisscrossing each other to identify which build you're doing at the beginning of the game, because, you know, you're, like, diagonally. Yeah, great job, Ninja. I got the high ground, Anakin. Sorry, I'm reading comments like 2 minutes behind. Probably like 5-6 minutes behind, who knows. Just too busy commentating on the game. Busy focused on the Zerg versus Zerg. GG's. Pog micro. Welcome everyone in chat. Welcome to all of our European opponents. Ah, by the way, I'm not sure if I shared the link with them, but so it looks like for game 2, our European opponents want to join Waterfall. Yep, everything looks fine. All right. Now again, spawning in the bottom left of Waterfall, we have the Cryptic Zerg player in the blue shorts, Ninja Monster. Spawning in the top right of Waterfall, we have the red Zerg player from PaniC Esports, Rakshir. Alright. Hopefully a much more straightforward map. You know, that other map had a lot of pathways and a lot of bases off to the side. So it's it feels like a much smaller map. The bases are a little bit closer together. Or at least the 4th bases and 5th bases and beyond aren't extremely far out. And it seems like all the pathways are reasonably straight, not so much convoluted high ground, low ground, high ground, low ground in between. It's just low ground in the middle all the way through. Again, welcome everyone in chat. Hi there, Ifanya. Welcome, Ifanya, from the PaniC clan. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy the stream. Let me know how you guys are enjoying it. If there's any comments on any streaming things I can improve on, let me know. Sure, I'll send you guys a link to the stream video after... Yeah, after the game, I'll send you guys a link. No problem. Yeah, I think the save is by default. So I'm going to be answering you guys, 2 minutes after you write the question. But yes, rest assured I am trying to keep up with the chat comments. So, there we go. I added a little 1 to a Ninja Monster on the score. Yeah. Professional streamer over here. Ninja Monster 1. Rakshir 0. So again, we have that sort of 4 scouting lings going across the map. Potentially to establish whether there's a 3rd being taken. And there is a 3rd being taken. And these lings will get across just in time to scout that. So very similar feeling build to last time. Although I'm not a Zerg player, so I mean things could obviously start feeling similar, but they might branch off and end up feeling not so similar very shortly. Okay, so Ninja Monster should see that there's an evolution chamber at the wall coming. Oh, best not to lose these lings, because each one of those lings could become a Baneling later on in the game if you wanted to do that. It's best not to have to remake them again and just immediately have Banelings 2 morph. So Ninja Monster also takes its own 3rd base. Yeah, so Sleuth, it is the Chinese Team League format, so it's best of 2. 3 players, best of 2 each, and because it's the group stage, we count every single map. We have to play out all 6 games. Even if one team goes like 4-0, 4-0, you have to finish and see if it's a 4-1, or sorry, if it's a 5-1, or if it's a 4-2. You have to finish all the games just to get the map scores during the group stages at this point. So anyway, thank you, Afonia, for pointing that out. All right, let's get back to the action. With a bit of Zergling aggression here on behalf of Ninja Monster. He is making 4 drones, 4 lings, cracking up 2 Banelings here. He's going to try to cancel this 3rd. And it looks like this time PaniC is going for the Roach Warren with +1 upgrades coming. So he's going to have to sacrifice this 3rd. And he will be then forced into a sort of 2-base Roach push. Because he didn't make any... Yeah, the drone count is pretty even, but the Roaches are already coming, and he's going to invest all this gas that's being mined. 3 gases. He's going to take a 4th one, presumably to morph some Ravagers when he's on the way there. But he's getting Roach speed, and Roach +1 is about to finish, so this is going to be, a very strong attack. So Ninja Monster just has to defend now. He needs to tech up to his own Roaches. Yep, so Roach Warren's almost done. He isn't going to have any upgrades, so he's going to have to rely on possibly having a bigger economy and having Defender's Advantage, being closer to his own base to try to defend with more Roaches, because he's basically forced Rakshir into a sort of two-base aggressive push. But in the meantime, Racer is going to try to reestablish that third. But, you know, I think it's pretty obvious that you get +1 and you get roach speed and, you know, roach aggression is coming. Or... On the production tab, we see a building that's very, very tall for Racer. A very, very tall, slim building. Let's see where it is. See? Very, very slim building. So, it'll be interesting to see if, you know, it's just going to be all in roach aggression or whether it's just a backup. Ninja Monster. That's a few units over here, perhaps for a run-by. But we'll see if he gets caught out by not having quite enough defensive units here at home. In terms of army supply, 54 to 51, so very even. Ninja Monster is a little bit ahead on workers. But, yep, he has the concave advantage. There's going to be a couple of Banes trying to crash in. And Racer's going to avoid that. And in the meantime... Was there a run-by? Ah, no. So run-by is here. And in the meantime, this roach aggression here is... deflected? Yeah, so the third base goes down for a second time. And basically forcing Racer into an aggressive stance once again. The thing is, he's having to fight into Ninja Monster's concave. So concave from 3 different directions. He didn't quite get into the rally point to try to shove roaches down in between all of Ninja Monster's reinforcements. But Ninja Monster basically managed to get a concave from 3 directions. Yeah, with the cancelled hatch, you know, and with the run-by here, getting a couple of drones, couple of queens, 3 drones, and I think it was a queen. Yeah, so, you know, being down 13 workers here, 50 workers to 37, and being down 20 army supply. The only thing that Racer has going for his advantage is he has +1 range. But Ninja Monster is once again just going to force that concave, force him to take an engagement, not letting him know. He's going to be able to back away. Oh, see, I didn't even know that this was a pathway here. Remember, I was looking through the map earlier. I was like, where the heck is there a pathway? So there is a pathway across the middle, and it's these little marshlands over here. Oh, and these marshlands over here. That makes sense. Yep, once again, another concave coming in from both directions. And in the meantime, we have... Yeah, these roaches running by because we spotted a Mutilus transition. So these roaches are kind of, you know, not going to be very good. Ninja Monster plants down a Hydra Den at home. He's still continuing to make roaches. Basically, he's just forcing Racer to try to finish the game on 2 bases. We're going to try to cancel the hatch. This will never be a good fight because the Mutilus have so much bounce DPS. Yeah, Ninja Monster just needs to hold on, builds a couple of spores around his bases, come back home, stand his roaches underneath the spores, get Hydralisk out. In terms of economy, he's very, very ahead. But he's been caught out by this Mutilus transition for sure. Yeah, in terms of army supply, we are 65 to 72. We're still a bit ahead on workers. The Hydralisk are out. But definitely a lot of roaches were lost along the way home. So we're basically going to try to have to defend with these Hydras. Yep, workers are being pulled. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very difficult situation. You can see more units about to pop for Ninja Monster. It's lost 40 drones in the process, so... Yep, he's got a bit of a concave, but just not enough units, not enough DPS, not enough queens, and not enough drones. Yeah, all the workers were pulled. And I think that's the last of it. Well, in the meantime, these burrow roaches here are doing a lot of damage. But the mutas are going to clean them up no problem. Yeah, Ninja Monster just has no drones. Alright. GG is called. GG well played. Yes, 2 games each pair. Alright, we are back on NA. Next player up, Roma. And since the opponent only had Zerg players, it'll be a Terran versus Zerg. Space Marine shooting aliens. Shooting space bugs. All right. Apologize for the slight delay in our programming, but yep. We're all on NA. So it'll be Muse versus Roma. So this map will be inside and out. I can make a lobby. Oh, there it is.
Okay, so I can cast?
Oh, co-caster's here.
Yep. I'm in the lobby now. That was confusing.
Yeah. But luckily everyone's here now.
Yeah.
Muse versus Roma, Terran versus Zerg. Everyone good?
Looks good. You can be ref.
All right, let's do it. All right. Finally, we were able to track down everybody on the same server. Jeez. It is a little bit confusing because I believe the rules stipulate that game 1 is on EU. Like between
Yeah.
each player, the odd number game is always on EU and the even number game is always on NA. But since we met
Yeah,
we met on NA, it was just easier to start on NA and then have the even number game on EU. But since yeah.
Like
Anyway.
it's happened every time.
Yeah. But it's okay. But as long as everyone's, showing good faith and able to compromise and switch it around, we can always alternate. It doesn't really matter. So let's introduce our players. Take it away.
Okay, in the top right. What's his clan name again?
PaniC.
Okay, playing for clan PaniC in the red drones, it is Moose who's going for Tofu.
Mhm.
Very interesting.
Yep. And playing in the bottom left of Inside and Out, we have the Green Terran player representing Cryptic Gaming, Roma. Yeah.
See how this one plays out.
Yeah.
I
So,
wonder. I haven't seen Roma play very much, so. maybe I have no idea.
yeah, I've played him a few times just practicing, and maybe I met him like one time on ladder, but I was probably, I don't know, he probably didn't recognize me or something, but yeah, it should be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Both these players are very even competitive, so, and TVZ is always fun. Remember what happened last week on this map when I played? Well, the same thing happened both times. I got 4 lurkered in my main, right?
Right. It did happen. Midas.
That did happen. Sag.
Mm-hmm. Karen playing very standard.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too new.
Mm-hmm. So this SCV is going to cross the map, and he's going to find...
Only gonna make 8 lings, not the usual 10.
Nope.
Going
He's
back to
gonna...
droning.
Yep, he's going to start... Oh, I wonder if the SCV
Roma,
actually was
he
paying
saw it.
attention and he
Did
saw.
actually see it? Yeah.
Yeah, the SCV saw it.
CC upgrade done. You remember this time? Wow.
Oh, now he knows.
Yeah. So let's see how he handles it. Because what I'd
Reaper
like to
could,
do...
in theory, kill them all, but probably not in time to. He'll have to cancel them.
Yeah. What I'd like to do in that instance, but this is just me,
The enemy is attacking your
I
SCVs.
tend to like to pull SCVs and just finish that base. But who knows? Roma's a better play than I am. So,
Right. That is true.
I can watch and maybe learn something. So he is going to move out.
He's not making like a bunker or anything, which is good for Roma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Their
what...
base coming up to Zerg. Zerg is just happily droning. Now they're gonna try to drone off of. They're gonna try to saturate all 3 bases as quick as they can. That's their
Mhm.
goal. See if Roma can disrupt that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder, because I'm just learning from this as I go, right? I wonder if there's a difference between whether you decide to cancel your CC based on the number of lings that you see. Like if you see a small number and you think, oh, my Reaper might be able to do it, or it's just a
If
very
it's 6, you probably could get it up, but if it's 8 or more, you probably just cancel.
yeah, or probably just like recognizing that the Zerg actually committed to the 8 lings, and that commitment is enough for you to justify like, okay, I'll take it on the high ground. The Zerg committed quite a lot, so maybe something like that.
Right.
I wonder what the math is on that. But again, I'm the type of player
What if
who's
they just have no idea?
I'm the type of player who just pulls workers. The first thing I see is like,
Right. That's what you do with Cannon Rush, but I don't know about
yeah.
Go pull it out.
So we got a Roach Warren added here.
Yeah, very interesting. Super early. There's
Yep.
no real threat the Terran could bring. But,
Well, yeah, I don't think it's a safety Roach Warren because
the Zerg has no ling speed, so that could be it.
Mhm.
So they're probably gonna go for a roach timing attack, or just make safety roaches for these aliens, because there's no real answer other than queens. He only has 3 queens at this moment, though. Pretty big worker lead for the Zerg. But the income lead is non-existent
No.
because of mules.
Yeah. Oh, also, I have yet to figure out a good way to wall off on this map because you can see how if you try to wall off on the ramp, you need like an extra building. Whereas I wonder if you use that smokestack to wall off, you can get away with 1 fewer building. I haven't tried it on this map yet, but I think it's like a 5 building thing. Like you still need 2 eBays.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't know either. You probably could use the smokestack and get away with it. Yeah, interesting. Zerg already has a spore in his main. He got it like a minute ago, so this Liberator shouldn't do too much damage, but you never know.
Yes, I
Good
think
crew count.
just checking out chat, Arcane's very appreciative of the fact that this is not another Zerg versus Zerg. He prefers,
Right.
other races interacting with each other.
Right. Me too.
Hmm?
It's
So
a good
these-
thing I'm the only Zerg on our teams.
Yeah, these queens are getting pulled out of position because of the Hellion harassment. Meanwhile, Liberator pops into the main, so
See
he
how many
kills.
lings this Terran can clean up. Liberator's quite weak now, though.
Yep, very fast pullback, right? And in the meantime,
Good defense by the Zerg.
yeah,
Yeah, great defense. Very nice.
a couple lings were shaved off
1-1.
here. Yep, everything
One
looks
coming
fine.
up with the Zerg now. Yeah. Still no ling speed. And the Zerg's getting melee upgrades and bingness, so. Wait, no, he has ling speed. I'm tripping.
Yeah,
He didn't earlier.
yeah. I suppose this is part of the penalty of delaying the Terran economy. Is that the 1-1 hasn't even started for the Terran. The 2 eBays are going up now. The Terran decided to go for a couple more barracks first, so. Which is fair enough.
5 barracks.
Oh, we're just going to not get that queen. We're going to burn off some queen energy. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Oh, this Marine finds some Zerglings here on the high ground.
No roach speed for the Zerg.
Hmm.
He could have forgotten that, or he's just gonna morph them all into Ravagers really soon. You never know. My guess is that he's going Ravager Ling Bane, so
Hmm.
just slowly working up to that. Going for a 4th base now is the Zerg. Terran taking their 3rd base with an orbital. Yeah.
Ooh, very nice logo there. Okay.
What logo?
The Cryptic logo on this command center that was just launched. Okay, so we have a small Marine drop. It's going to shave off a queen and shave off a couple of lings. Worth it. Very well
Drop in
done.
the main from the Terran. Well defended,
Mhm.
I should say.
So see, if it was me, I would assume that my opponent is bad, and I would also like suicide my Hellions in on the other side to try to kill something. That's
Yeah.
just me. That's why Roma is where he is, and that's where I am.
Well, you play against different opponents as Roma.
Yeah.
It'll probably work against the opponents you go against, but
Yep.
not Roma's. his opponents.
Yep.
Zerg floating a bit of money, but they're going up to Hive and Hydrogen for Infestation. Maybe not Hive yet.
Hmm. So do we think these roaches are basically just a safety play until they can get lurkers?
I don't know. I really don't know. They're not roaches anymore. Ravagers now. Still no
Okay.
roach speed.
The
so
armory's
makes
just
sense.
started, so these Hellions are not going to be able to turn into Hellbounds. But meanwhile, there is a kind of push on this side. Just a sort of marine Hellion push.
Bane speed almost done for the Zerg. Bane speed will be done before the armory. So that'll be good. It'll be good for
Mhm.
the Zerg. Not a huge window for the Terran. Terran still sees no Bane speed. They might be going for it
Yeah.
now. It's just finished. Combat shield just finishing as well. Terran going for armory. Combat shield timing. It's a lot of army for the
Oh.
Zerg though. I don't think the Terran wants to lose this whole army. He could very easily. Fourth base so weak on the Zergs.
Yeah. Wonder what happened there.
I didn't see that.
It's probably that one medevac
This
drop, was it?
Marine drop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it got cleaned up, so apparently.
it did. Queens have some kills. Big army for the Zerg. Not that many workers. A lot of tech for the Zerg as well. So, ooh, big run by the bottom. Yeah, Terran's gonna see all his tech, and they're gonna see his fourth base amount of drones. He's gonna see, he might actually be in a good spot.
Roma just scanned the main, right?
Yeah, he did.
Alright. So we've got a two-pronged attack. We've got Marine tank on this side, trying to just finish off the queens here and possibly snipe a base.
See how this Zerg splits
Yeah.
are, I mean, good split so far. Terran, not stutter stepping yet. On the right side, Terran loses the whole right side army,
Yeah.
and the left side army. Good defense by the Zerg.
Yeah, so it was a good attempt, but it looks like both armies got cleaned up on either
That's
side.
true.
Yeah. So the Zerg army was purely just bigger at that point, because the Zerg hadn't been focusing
Yeah.
on that much on droning.
Eco is very even right now, so that's actually good for the Terran.
Hmm.
Still, only 1-1 for the Zerg. 2-2's halfway done for the Terran.
Ah.
Zerg just now starting 2-2.
What do you make of this? Because there's Hydras with Hydra range upgrade, and there's a Spire, and there's an Ultralisk Den going down.
And there's Corruptors on the way. He's kind of just getting
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the Corruptors are for, just for medevacs, I guess.
Yeah.
Broodlord?
Yeah.
But no Great Aspire.
Yeah. Or Anti-Liberator, because if you're going to go Ultra, you kind of expect that the simplest solution for Terran is to make 2 or 3 Liberators. And it's like...
I think the Hydras are just for if the Terran goes for Widow Mines or something.
Mhm.
They're just like a alternative. But right now he's going for Corruptors, obviously.
A Ling by on the bottom right.
He's gonna deny this if the Terran doesn't repair it. Repair? Okay. I
Oh,
can't-
so clutch. Very clutch.
Alright, this siege thing's gonna help his fourth base stay up.
Yeah.
Third base up.
And this one Marine on the top right here is just trying to gun down the hatch all by himself. All right.
A lot of Lings for the Zerg, not a lot of Banes. And the Terran's going for an attack right now. This could be bad for the Zerg if the Zerg doesn't morph Banes shortly.
It is a lot of Zerglings, though. So he can just sort of pounce in
lot.
there, split.
Some good stutter stepping. These things should be cleaned up pretty easily. Yeah, look at this. This is really good for the
Yep.
Terran.
Look at that medevac micro. He's not eating that many biles. The Lings are kind of filing him one by one. All the Corruptors are...
Yeah,
well, the Corruptors are pretty tanky. They didn't quite go down, but...
really efficient for the Terran. Surprisingly efficient. 'Cause
Yeah.
no Banes.
yeah. So that worked out
Could have
well.
gotten worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just trading is the Terran.
Hmm.
Ultras on the way. Vipers. Yeah, Zerg isn't pressuring the Terran's economy very much. Terran's getting away with a lot. Terran's income is actually ahead, which is not what you want as the Zerg. Zerg would be ideally on 90 to 100 drones at this point, depending on what they want their game plan to be. upgrades. 3-3 not coming up with either player yet, but 2-2 is done for each player.
Mm-hmm.
Ultra speed before. No, he got kindness plating before. Cool.
Small run by on the bottom left. Yeah, Arcane made a comment about how epic the music is and how, if there's
It's
nothing
epic.
happening in the beginning of the game, it's kind of overly dramatic.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, well, we're not dramatic now. We're preparing for the upcoming drama,
Exactly.
All right, so this hatch is going to get gunned down. And the
Yeah.
Terran at the bottom right. Oh,
Zerg
this,
moving it all.
this is not a very good. This is not going to be a very good engagement for the Terran because all the siege tanks are sort of out of formation. He's going to try to split, but there's simply not enough Marine tank.
I feel like the Zerg keeps maxing out with not a lot of Zergs. So I feel like if the Terran just waits and maxes out, then he'll just kind of have a better army than the Zerg, because Zerg won't be able to remax as well as they normally do.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like Roma is trying to decide which direction to land his base. He was initially going to float it left and realize, it's quite a long way. We'll take the one on the right. I actually have not played on this map, so I don't know whether the low ground on the left or low ground on the right is better.
I'd say the right is easier to hold
Probably.
because of the high ground and stuff.
Yeah,
It
true,
goes
true.
more.
If you sort of break the rocks, you can then sort
It's
of...
a shorter choke point, I'd say.
Mhm.
You can just keep the rocks. I'd keep them if I was Terran. Zurich wants to break them. Anyway, still not a lot of Banes for the Zerg. 2 Banes. Banglings.
Yeah, I think, you spend the gas on the Ultralisk, don't you? You spend the gas on the Ultralisk and the Vipers. And you go a little
Right.
bit light on the Banelings.
Banes do really help though. Meanwhile, Ultra run by on the left. Attacking the Terran's third
Oh.
base. Gonna get defended.
Yeah, so this Ultra is going to lose to a building on the left.
Yep.
Yeah, and these Corruptors, they do gun down the Metavacs and what Liberators
Not a
there
great
are.
engagement for the
But,
Zerg.
yeah, they're very expensive.
Zerg needs something better than that on this low drone count.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not super low, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not that high.
Yep.
3-3 coming up for the Zerg and the Terran. Good to see.
So the interesting about this is that now we're getting real late game units. Now that we've cleared out the Liberators, we're going to make a bunch of Lurkers. So we're going to go Lurker Viper. We got 5 Vipers coming. And how many Lurkers do we have?
Go
8
bait.
Lurkers. There we go.
Yep. Ghost coming up for the Terran already. He's predicted this already. Let's see how this engagement goes though. The Lurker, first time the Zerg shows their Lurkers. Zerg really doesn't make very many banglings. Ghost
Yeah.
has a lot of these.
I'm not sure about this. The Zerg literally ran into the center of all the bio. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I make mistakes. This base gonna fall.
Yeah, and there's
Oh, these
another run
Ultras
by on
are-
the top right. Sorry, top left.
Left. Probably gonna be killed as well. This isn't great for the Zerg. The Zerg needs time for the units to finish. Ultras do take a long time to finish. No Lings on the way. Terran's army supply is almost double the Zerg's.
Yeah,
It's not-
unfortunately, what the Zerg is having now is 5 Vipers trying to gather energy and not many units to...
His Ultras on the way. And 40
Yeah.
Lings now. Man. I think the Zerg's just been picked apart. Good run bys on the left by the Terran.
Oh.
On that base.
A medevac here would be nice. On the bottom right.
Yeah.
Another... Oh, 2 medevacs on the top left.
Right. He's trying to kill this
Another
base
run by
as
on the bottom right.
well.
Gets chased down by the Ling Ultra.
Yep.
Although this is quite a lot of Ling Ultra, though.
I really wish Terran would, or no, the Zerg would make more Binglings. I feel like this would have been much better with more Binglings.
Mm-hmm.
I can be wrong, but I don't think I am.
Yeah, it forces the Terran to have to split their ball a little bit, and it makes them more vulnerable to
Yeah.
the Ultras.
And they soak up the attacks from the Marines and stuff as well,
Mm-hmm.
which will help. They have more hit points than Lings.
So The counter to
And they're
ultras.
great
2 more
ghosts.
buildings on the bottom right.
Yeah. Yeah, buildings counter ultras confirmed. Liberator sieging up the Zerg does not have any corruptors. Yeah. No corruptors from the Zerg. They had them earlier, but not anymore. Liberators unsieged from the Vipers. Good micro by the Zerg. The Ghosts not able to get any snipes off. Good cleanup by the Zerg, I'd say. All the
Yeah.
Vipers are gonna fall though.
Oh, there's still one more.
Still one more, 2 hit points. Not enough energy to do anything though. Falls to a Viking. Yeah. Look at all these ultras. They're so big. They
Yep.
just get caught on one another.
Yep.
It's so hard to use.
They just can't
Alright,
beat buildings, can
Fasters
they?
coming up now, which is interesting. Fasters do have their upgrades.
Yep. So because
Except
there's a lack of any air unit except for maybe the Viper. Oh, Hydras are coming out, but we're going to send 1 Liberator to every base.
Goodbye the turn. Spotting no corruptors and going for it.
Mm-hmm. So it forces the Zerg to build like 3 spores in every base.
Right. You only need like 2. I don't think 3 is necessary, but
Yeah,
low
but
drone count for the Zerg.
yeah, but like three matches better with this dramatic music, you know?
Right. Not very many ghosts for the Terran. Only 3. Terran is almost maxed. 3 more coming up for the Terran. Terran is a lot of tech.
Yep. So the Terran is sort of forcing their way, try to slowly siege their way across the map, and the Zerg player has Ultra
neural.
List. No neural, but I suppose it's going to be fungal and then swipe, 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 swipe.
Yeah, fungal is great versus ghosts because it slowly chips away the damage. So ghosts, their snipe ability will be cancelled if they get damage. So as long as they're fungal, you can't snipe any ultras or best right? So good fungals by the Zerg, but I just don't think Zerg has enough units or economy to hold this.
Yeah.
A lot of units coming up with the Terran.
Yep.
On the back of this.
Yep. The Zerg is spending really, really well, but it's just on not a very large economy. Yeah, and so you can't afford to trade like that.
Bane's coming up with the Zerg finally, but it's just too late.
Yep.
One tank is 22 kills.
Yep. Roma's ambitiously trying to take that right-hand side base by floating the CC onto there.
Yeah.
If it was Maru, I would say that's a little bit BM. Yeah. But
No, it's perfectly necessary. It's more powerful than the left side base.
oh, Arcane mentioned in chat that the evolution chambers were down to like 1 hit point from the Vipers.
Yep.
Oh, well, finally we get to see some Banelings, but crash into the Marauders and Ghosts. And Ghosts
Well
are
played.
well played.
Good game by both players.
Yep. Now we switch servers. So wow, that game starting all the way from a 12 pool, wasn't it? Yep. From a 12 pool, from a cancel CC, into Hellion harassment, with the Liberator harassment, and then with all the tech going down for the Zerg. You know, you go for a Hive, you go for a Hydralisk Den, you go for a Spire, and you go for an Ultralisk Cavern, while getting crackling upgrades. Yep.
Right.
Alright. Next game we are on
EU.
EU.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they already hopped over to EU.
Yeah, I hopped over. I don't see them yet. There they are. What map does Moose pick? Use, I guess.
Well, Arcane, I'm glad you enjoyed that game.
Spelled choose wrong. Dang.
So he can choose a map, but it cannot be one of the ones we've already played, and it also cannot be...
What are his choices then?
It cannot be the next map, which is Tropical.
Tropical.
Yeah.
So he can pick Inside and Out. No. We did that one.
You can't
can
pick.
do-
You can't pick Data Sea. Can't pick Waterfall. Can't pick Inside
do
It Out.
Sapphire.
Can't pick Tropical.
Okay. I see. Still hasn't chosen map.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. He'll probably communicate with Johnny there, because Johnny's... He probably messaged Johnny. Johnny just started a game. There we go. Cosmic Sapphire.
Johnny is in a game.
Yeah. Whenever the other captain is in a game, quote unquote, I'm like, oh, they made a lobby. There we go.
Yep. See how this one plays out. I'd be surprised if the Zerg does another cheese, but you never know.
Arcane's complaining about the music. It's like, well, what would you prefer I play? K-pop? You want some K-pop? I can do K-pop.
Here we go.
All right. Take it away.
Spawning in the top left corner. Playing in the green SUVs, playing for Cryptic Gaming. It is Roma.
Very beautiful command center.
It is
Alright.
beautiful. I wish I could make one of those.
Nope. All right. Spawning in the bottom right of Cosmic Sapphire, we have the Zerg player from PaniC Esports, Muse.
No 12 pull this time around.
Oh, we actually saw an Overlord.
Yeah. And a drone, I know it's crazy. Looks like 16 hatch from the Zerg.
Ah, the score.
I don't know how to do this score. Who else?
What is the score? 3-2?
It's one. Oh.
Oh, 2-1?
It's 2-1. Yeah. In our favor.
There we
Okay,
go.
Shift 1. Yeah.
Am I a pro or what?
Yeah.
Hey, Tonstor. Yes, 2-minute delay. 2-minute delay. Good cook, have fun. Good cook, have fun, everyone.
Yep. This is what does it say? Good night, have fun.
Yeah.
It's not how you spell night. It's the other night.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't speak European. Maybe it's like starts with a K in European.
I don't speak Zerg. Maybe I do, but I don't speak that kind of Zerg.
Yeah. You play Zerg enough. You should know the Overlord goes. "Rrrr."
No, he speaks Cerebrit. I speak something else. I forgot. The
Oh,
name.
okay. You speak Kerrigan.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm the Prince of Knives.
All right. So the Reaper goes out. It looks like the Reaper's pointed at the third base. Which third base do you prefer on this map? Looks like the Zerg player is going for
Line base.
the line base?
Zerg. I
All
would
right.
say that's correct. Probably triangle base for the Terran is correct, but I could see either way.
Mhm.
These rocks are kind of hard to break as the Zerg, so during, like, it's a pretty good defensive map because of those rocks.
Yep. So the Queen pushes it away on the low ground. The Queen drops a tumor on... Sorry, on the Queen pushes it away on the high ground, drops a tumor on the low ground.
Good defense by the Zerg, no kills on the Reaper.
And the point is just to confirm that there's a third. So, yep.
Standard
aggression.
macro game, my favorite.
Oh, yeah. You make base and you defense it. Yes?
Yeah, that's the way.
All right, we're going to see a slightly recessed starport.
Overlord escaped to safety from that one Marine.
Yeah.
Good job, Zerg.
Not for long.
It's
hopefully.
always a small victory as the Zerg to not lose your first one. On these new maps, sometimes you get lost and lose my Overlord, so that's
Yeah, that's the thing.
sad.
I also don't know where these Overlord hiding points are. These pervert perch towers. There's another Marine patrolling in the main base, making sure that no Overlord flies in. I'm going for a Viking this time.
Around 340 is when the Zerg would normally sacrifice an Overlord into the Terran's main. So a little bit late by the Zerg, but as long as he doesn't do it after like 420, he should be getting a good timing to scout.
Is there a significance to the 420, would you say?
I don't know. It's just kind of late, because then like certain things would, I don't know. I'm no expert, I guess, but
Arcane really likes my microphone.
it
Thank
is
you.
a nice microphone.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Terran's macro's a little bit messed up. No stim and no Hellions coming up right now.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he has 6 Hellions. I thought he had 4.
2 eBays?
I would like to see something researched in the Barracks Tech Lab, though.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit sloppy.
What the Hellions sneaking around? They're going to find themselves a tumor. Okay, very good. Oh, they're
No
going to scan.
CC. Macro hatch for the Zerg, okay. Layers done, but still no Bingling speed on the way, which is sloppy by the Zerg.
That's a very good
Oh,
poke.
there it is.
Yeah.
That was a good poke.
2 workers down. So we start +1.
The workers count is really even. I feel like the Zerg should have
Oh.
quite a bit more.
So this is very interesting. It's just going to be a +1 timing. And these racks are all
Yep.
spread out across different bases. And Roma tried to, with the Vikings, try to kill as much Overlord vision as possible. So until Zerg finds out from like Roma not landing a 3rd base, there's no way to see that there's like that
This
many
is why you
barracks.
sacrifice your Overlord at 4 or like 340.
Right.
'Cause before the Viking comes out, so you can see what he's making his main, if there's 3rd CC or not. If you don't see a 3rd CC in the main, you can always run a link to their natural wall.
Yep.
And see if there's a 3rd CC.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't see one that way, then you know it's 2 base.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of tricky because Roma's opening in a similar way to he used to, except he didn't make a Liberator. He made a Viking, and he's trying his best to clear vision too, forcing the Zerg to spend
This is
Queen
cool,
energy
though.
on more tumors. Yeah.
How is this Viking so weak?
Yep. So the Zerg's gonna take a 4th. It's gonna do a bit of a run by, or just
What the
basically
Zerg
a flank.
need to
Yeah.
do- Zerg seems like they don't know what's going on. They're teching up with the infestation pit, getting +1. +1's good. I like that. But yeah, what the Zerg needed to do is run by some links, like groups of 2 to 4, to see the their base locations, to see what type of army he's making. Because what if it's mech? He wouldn't know. He has not seen the main base at all. The last time he saw the main base was when it was 1-1-1. So.
So the Zerg's trying to figure it out. There's one Ling here on the left who sort of spots a couple of Marines and mines moving across the map, but is it going to be too late? Is the
one
Zerg
lane
going to
is
figure it
good,
out?
but It's too late. It's too late. Good.
This is actually really, really strong push, if micro correctly.
Banes are finishing up with Bingling speed. This is easily holdable by the Zerg, in my opinion. But it really depends on the Terran's micro. I sacrificed a couple Banes. Good Zergling split so far. Really great Zergling split on the far left one. Mines are really far away, giving the Zerg plenty of time to hold up their lane count. I would like to see some more Binglings coming up. The micro hatch is going to help the Zerg a lot, I would say. Just because they're floating a lot of minerals and they're making lane gain. Pretty important.
Yep, so the mines are going to recharge.
The Widow mines are cloaked. Only now is the Zerg coming up with their Overseer. I'd say...
Oh, scumbag Widow mine.
Traitor. He's not neural yet. +1 is already done for the Zerg. So this is not a huge upgrade lead for the Terran anymore. I think the Zerg helped this. Run by coming into the Terran's natural. Meanwhile, the Banglings hitting all the Marines. good connections by the Zerg. It's like the run by just ran by some Marines, or some Marines. Too bad. Oh yeah. This is cleaned up by the Zerg really well. Terran is mining out. I wish they made a third CC behind this, but they really are dead anyway, without killing the Zerg here.
Mm-hmm. Look like you're gonna regroup and go back.
Yeah, Ultra Cavern coming up.
Right, straight to that hive tech. Interesting.
Look at the macro hatch at the third base.
Oh yeah.
It's actually faster for the gas, so the gas is mining towards the macro hatch.
Is it faster? Isn't there like a minimum distance? Oh
It's
wait,
faster.
can you mine from more workers if you do that? I don't know how that works.
I don't know. I don't think it's on purpose. I think you just.
Yeah, that's really
Ooh,
interesting.
6 drones dead from that one mine.
Okay, so this
I don't
third
think
is
the
not going to
Terran
go up.
can get a third, yeah. Unless he makes it his main, it's never going up.
Yep.
This fourth base could be denied by the Terran.
Yep.
Just gotta be careful. If the Zerg loses the fourth base, they're in a bad spot.
Okay, the first mine hit was pretty good. The second mine hit was pretty good.
Banglings might get some great connections here while they're on creep.
This is
Raptors, I
actually
feel like you need too many.
some pretty incredible splitting from Roma, considering how he is playing on EU. Like the splitting here is pretty good.
I don't find a huge difference playing on EU, personally. It's definitely a little bit different. Alright. Fourth base saved by the Zerg. That's good.
All right, so we're going to start a fourth base and a third base at the same time.
The Terran just needs to not die now. What the Zerg is going to want to do is get to 90 to 100 drones and just max out and keep ramming their army into the Terran. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
2 Ultralis in production along with cracklings. Like Zerg, whatever. Scratching speed. I don't actually know what the upgrade is called. What is it called? Adrenal glands. There we go.
Gives them plus 40% attack speed, quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a bit faster. One Liberator, you're gonna get 3 kills, 4, maybe 5 or 6. Alright, 5 drone kills and 1 queen on that Liberator. Cryptic's gonna hunt it down.
Mm-hmm. Definitely worth a worker transfer. And a mule hammer going down. Right when that base goes, right when that base finishes.
Go on, mules.
There's an overlord sort of sneaking their way into the Terran's main here. I wonder the motive is just to re-scout, or is... He just wants to see if he's going for a battle cruiser, tech switch, or whatever. Just kind of anything weird going on, you know? Just confirming what he already thinks is happening. Making sure it's not Meg, making sure it's Bio and whatnot. Fourth base coming down for the Terran as well. Good expanding. Mm-hmm.
Zerg, man, I really wish the Zerg made more workers and transferred their drones. 6th base would be nice for the Zerg just because they're pretty mined out. Yeah. Zerg's still not maxed out. Zerg probably could be maxed out right now. It's okay though.
Yeah,
I don't want to be too critical.
Yeah, so this Zerg player, Muse, does favor this sort of ultra in Viper style. Vipers are just very happy to just keep shooting at the buildings. Oh, are these 2 medevacs going to escape the corruptors? Oh, the corruptors get pulled back. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is bad for the Zerg now that the Zerg is stuck on 4 base. Because they're not that high on drones, and they're mining out. So they're oversaturated.
Yep.
Then again, the Terran has not very many workers. I would like to see the Zerg maxing out and hitting the Terran. The longer they leave the Terran alone, the better it's going to be for Roma. Overlord scouting this 5th or 4th base position.
We're going to do a little bit of a Marine run by again at the 4th base.
Yep. Wow, a lot of drones going down to this.
Yeah, that's 7 drones going down.
It is
8.
good though.
Yeah.
It is very good.
Okay.
Target fire.
Like 8 Marines for 8 drones? We'll take it.
I'm liking this position for Terran more and more. Zerg really hasn't capitalized on this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of overlords in the army hotkey for the Zerg. That's fun.
Yeah.
To look at.
It feels like the Zerg style of play is not not so much to keep the Terran honest. It's more like, okay, if I'm ahead, I'll tech up to my Viper and Ultralisk, which is my preferred style, and also the Corruptors, and then try to take just one good engagement from there. We'll focus on speed and we'll focus on the Spellcaster.
Right. All you need is the Zerg is one good engagement, as the Terran needs like 2 or maybe even 3 good engagements to win this game. Because the Zerg will just rematch with this huge bang. Looks like it's over for the Terran.
So it looks like Roma, had to force himself to sacrifice that base. Meanwhile, he sort of had to do this run by. No really other choice, because he was sort of zoned out by all the Spellcasters and the Corruptors. He's gonna boost 2 medevacs into the main.
I'd triple expand here if I was the Zerg, I think. Because now the Terran is really far back and can't really attack because they lost pretty much their whole army.
Yeah. Terran's going to have a rough time trying to have enough to do any kind of harassment and trying to hold the base. Like, it's going to have to be incredible harassment. Yep. Liberator's good for that.
Liberator. Yep.
If you can somehow sneak it by somewhere where it doesn't have vision.
So many workers on his third base for the Terran.
Yeah.
This is not great for either player in terms of eco. It is great for the Zerg now that they have some wiggle room, though.
How many Ultras is that? 17 Ultralisks?
That's a lot of Ultras.
17 with 3 Vipers?
What?
Can't you just...
He only has 68 workers, so I mean...
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that can beat these Ultralists now is, buildings.
Ghosts.
Buildings.
Yeah, buildings. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the Zerg player is going to give our Terran time to establish buildings around this base.
It's definitely Zerg's game to lose. Corruptors gonna clean up these Liberators. Ultras, none have gone down yet. The Zerg is forcing the Terran to make Liberators and Ghosts, but Ghosts are too expensive, and the Corruptors will clean up the Liberators, so this is just good playing by the Zerg player. Little lane.
Yep.
Not doing too much. Now that the Zerg sees Marauders from the Terran, they're making lots of things with +3 attack. Zerg's very stabilized on their 6 bases. Very nice. This is good playing. Terran doesn't even have a 4th CC on, or a 3rd CC. They floated their main.
Arcane made a comment that the Widowmine hits earlier were pretty bad. Yeah, some of them could be better. Yeah, so this is the efficiency that the Zerg is getting from the Vipers, right? You make a unit, they yoink it.
Right. The Vipers aren't doing too much here because there's not much to yoink other than Liberators. And the Corruptors fly into the Liberators. Normally you'd want Vipers if you have Hydras versus Liberators because they kind of get stuck behind your army. You can pull the Liberators onto them.
Alright, one last fight. Here we go.
Hello?
Alright, GG is called.
So far it's 2-2.
We are 2 apiece. And I suppose I'm up. You back on NA?
Yep.
And the next map is going to be Tropical Sacrifice. Not sure how I feel about that map.
Yeah, I think it's cool. In my opinion. Yeah, I like this map. It's quite big, so of course I'd like it. But...
Alright, let me send him a quick message to Johnny because he's not hopping over to North America.
Yeah, go ahead.
And plus everyone's already here, we might as well do one game here.
Okay, I guess we're doing that. I'll head back over to you. This is confusing. Why do they do this? How come they don't just switch?
Yeah. Who knows? All right, I'm gonna hop out of chat. Once I wait, yeah,
I think anyone else is gonna cast.
yeah.
They don't have a caster, right?
I don't think so. They never sent me a link, so
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna hop out. Yep, I'm gonna just need a quick break.
I'll stay here, so.
All right. Sorry for the rest of chat. I'm going to have to play now, and I will gonna
Dang it, now
turn
I
the
have to
mic
watch
off.
Mo play.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch me play from my perspective.
Yeah, I have to
How
watch-
slow is that gonna be? All right. Well, peace out. I will join back in between the games, but I won't be speaking while the game is going. I'll be right back.
Later, dude.
job.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough
Scared
minerals.
me. Bad news.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not
SCV
enough
ready.
minerals.
In the rear with the gear.
Additional supply depots required.
Go ahead. What's going on?
Not enough minerals.
Huh? SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. What's going on? SCV ready. SCV ready. Huh? In the rear. Go. Big job, huh?
Not enough minerals.
Scared me. You're the boss.
Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
The Grim Reaper has arrived. Agree. In the rear with SCV ready. Roger. Huh? Gotcha. I'm listening.
Additional supply
Armed
depots
and ready.
required.
Big job, huh? Fear the Reaper, man. Oh, that got something for me to kill. All right, certainly. Done. Fair enough. What's going on? What? You want something? SCV ready. We're screwed. Holy.
Add-on complete.
Bad news. What's it worth? On the way. SCV ready. Huh? Ah! You scared me! Go ahead. I'm listening. SCV ready.
Command center upgrade complete.
We're screwed. Let's do this. SCV ready. Yes, indeed. SCV ready. Oh, that's all? Gangway, coming through. SCV ready to raise some hell. Nothing I can't SCV handle. Ready. In the rear. I can't build here. SCV ready. SCV ready. Fair enough. Oh yeah, baby. All right. Certainly. Ready to raise some SCV ready. What's it worth? SCV ready. Ah! You scared me!
Not enough.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. I'm listening. SCV ready.
Liberation is at hand.
Not enough energy.
SCV ready. Been waiting on you. In the rear with the gear.
Not enough energy.
SCV ready. I'm in
Add-on
heap of trouble.
complete.
SCV ready. You're the boss. I can't build here. Done. SCV ready. SCV ready. What? You want something? Yes. Got something.
Add-on.
SCV ready.
All hands to battle stations.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Flight plan is locked. We're returning fire. As you say. Full speed.
SCV ready. Huh? SCV ready. SCV ready.
Add-on complete. Not enough energy.
SCV ready.
Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready. Go ahead. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. Huh? SCV ready. Go, go, go! SCV ready.
Not enough energy. Add-on
SCV ready.
not research complete.
This better be good. SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Armed and ready. Ah! You scared me! By the numbers, boys.
Additional supply depots.
You want a piece of me, boy? Who wants some?
Not
Ready for
enough
dust-off.
energy.
You gonna give me orders?
Additional supply depots required.
Ah, Commander.
Add-on complete. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
SCV ready. Armed and ready. Yep. You want a piece of me, boy?
Upgrade.
SCV ready. This better be good. SCV ready. Who wants some?
Ready for dust-off.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
SCV ready.
Research. Mineral field depleted.
Gangway coming through. Who wants some? SCV ready. Yes, sir. Armed
Not enough minerals.
We're returning fire.
and want a piece of me, boy?
Full speed.
This better be good. SCV ready.
Ready for dust-off.
Armed and ready. Been waiting on you. Go, go, go!
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Who wants some? We could use some help here.
Talk to me.
Mineral field depleted.
This better be good. Gangway coming through. Who wants some? Ready to roll out.
Understood.
Go, go, go!
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
This better be
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
good, boy.
Will do.
What's going on? In the
Ready.
rear. I can't build here. Got who wants some? Yeah.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready to roll out.
Mineral field depleted.
Yes, sir.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready for dust-off.
Been waiting on this. Better be good. Sure thing. Fueled up, ready to go.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
We could use some help here. We could use some help here. Better be good.
Add-on complete. Add-on complete.
You gonna give me? We could use some help here.
Picking up.
This better be armed and you want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
You gonna give me orders? By the numbers, boy. Armed and ready. Yes, sir. Been waiting on you. Go, go, go! Can't wait. Who wants some?
Not enough energy.
Yeah.
Not enough minerals.
Been waiting on gangway. Fueled up, ready to go.
Our SCVs are under attack. Mineral field
have a
depleted.
blast. Affirmative. It's go time. By the numbers, boys.
Mineral field depleted.
Who wants some? SCV ready. Oh, it's
Ready for dust off.
Let's have it. Some help here. Who wants some? Armed and ready. Been waiting on you.
Research complete.
Let's have a blast. Kaboom, baby. Got it. Gangway.
Ready for dust off.
This better be good.
Not enough. Mineral field depleted.
Let's have a blast. It's go time. Gangway. Number 3. Yeah, go.
Mineral field depleted. Not enough minerals.
Who wants some?
Not enough.
It's on. Huh? This better be good. In the rear, with the gear.
Not enough energy.
It's about to get heavy. Kaboom, baby!
Not enough.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Wow. Alright, we'll put some music back on for you guys in the meantime. Very ball game 1 for me. I wasn't expecting that at all. It looks like I did a little bit of damage to the Zerg at the beginning. I wasn't sure if it was a good idea to sacrifice the Hellions. Let's check it now. Yeah, didn't really do much to the Zerg in terms of sacrificing the Hellions, but I mean, yeah, looks like the push went okay. I wasn't really sure what to do, but turns out it was muted, so... Anyway, welcome Igor. Thanks for joining the stream. Hope you enjoyed the TVZ. Hope you enjoyed it from my perspective. Not as fast as all of you guys, but seemed okay. Alright, I think we're hopping on to... What is it? Yeah, they've all left. Alright. Hopping over to North America. Righto, righto. Also, since I was playing that game, I forgot to I suppose that makes it, what, 3-2? Alright. Moondance being the next map. This map, I'm not really sure what to make of it, but yeah, we'll see. Alright, looks like we're set up here. I will excuse myself, mute the mic for a bit, and I'll also have to cut out the music, I'm afraid. I don't normally play with this song in the background. It's kind of dramatic and annoying. But anyway, I'll see you on the other side of the game.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Huh?
Not enough minerals.
What's going on?
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Ah!
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
Bad news.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Big job, huh? Go ahead. Gotcha. SCV ready. Yep. What's going on? Huh? In the rear with the gear. Ah! You scared me! Huh? You're the Ah!
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, whatever. Bad news?
Command center upgrade complete.
Yo! The Grim Reaper has arrived. In the rear with the gear.
Not enough minerals.
Big job, huh? Well,
Not enough minerals.
what's going on? Fear the Reaper, man. Oh, this better be good, baby. Go ahead. Big job. SCV ready. Done. On the way. I'm listening. Oh, that's all? Yes, indeed. Let's do SCV ready. I'm going. SCV ready. What's it worth? Fair enough.
Add-on complete.
Got SCV ready. Kill.
Command center upgrade complete.
What's going on? Go ahead. Fear the Reaper, man. Oh, yeah. SCV ready. Go, go, go! Talk to me, Bob. SCV ready. Nothing I can't handle. We hear you. Death from a... What's it worth? Ready to raise some hell. Certainly. Who wants some? Got something. SCV ready.
Add-on.
Ready to blunder. You gonna... Fight or flight? Yeah, right. SCV ready. SCV ready. What's going on?
Not enough energy.
Go ahead. SCV ready.
Not enough energy.
In the rear with the gear.
Not enough. Not enough energy.
SCV ready.
Not enough energy.
Agreed. On the way. SCV ready. All right. What's going on? SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete. Not enough energy.
SCV ready. Transformation system. SCV ready. That's all? Fight or flight. SCV ready. I'm in a heap of trouble. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
SCV
Not
ready.
enough energy. Research complete.
All right.
Command center upgrade.
SCV ready. Agreed. SCV ready. You want me?
Additional supply depots required.
Big job, huh? Death from above.
Additional supply depots required.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Go, go, go!
Not enough. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. This better be good. SCV ready. Here. Roger. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Upgrade complete.
Ready for dust off.
Additional supply depots required.
Can't hold them alone.
Our SCVs are under
SCV
attack.
ready.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough
Armed
minerals.
and ready.
Additional not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
This better be
minerals.
good. It's go time. Go, go, go! Will do.
Research complete.
Come on.
Research complete.
SCV ready. No one lives forever. Gangway, coming through.
Not enough minerals.
That's fine.
Not enough energy. Our SCVs are under attack.
Dropping off.
Gangway, coming through.
Mineral field completed.
You want a piece of me, boy? We could use some help here.
Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack.
I'm in a world of hurt. Oh, yeah.
Talk to me.
Been waiting.
Where?
Base is under attack.
You want a piece of me, boy? It's about to get heavy. Gangway.
Mineral field add-on complete.
Who wants some?
Base is under attack.
SCV ready. This better be good.
Not enough minerals. Mineral
Let's
field
have a
depleted.
blast.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, it's on. By the numbers.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply not enough energy. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply add-on complete.
Big job, huh?
Add-on additional not enough mineral field depleted.
You gonna
Upgrade mineral field depleted. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals required. Not enough energy.
This better be good. Aye, aye, sir. SCV ready. Been waiting.
Additional supply depots required.
Armed and ready.
Mineral
You want a
field
piece of me,
depleted.
boy? I'm in a world of hurt. Let's have a blast. I'm in a world of hurt.
Mineral field depleted.
Yes.
Base is under attack.
SCV
Additional supply depots required.
by the numbers.
Additional supply depots required.
SCV ready. Who wants some?
Additional supply
You want a piece of me, boy?
additional supply depots required. Not enough energy. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
By the numbers. Go, go, go.
Additional supply depots required.
This better be good. Roger.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Unacceptable demand. We are at maximum
You want a
supply.
piece of me, boy? You gonna give me orders? By the numbers. Been waiting, gang. Can't hold them alone. Armed.
Ready for dust off.
Additional supply depots. Base is under attack. Mineral field. Command center upgrade complete.
Now what?
You gonna give me armed and ready. We can use some help here.
Base is under attack.
This better be good.
Ready for dust off.
Gangway. Kaboom, baby!
Not enough minerals.
I'm in a world of hurt.
Somebody, get me
Not
out of
enough
this mess.
minerals.
This better be good. Gangway, coming through.
Waiting on
About
you.
to get heavy.
Understood.
Our
Somebody, get me out of this
SCVs are
mess.
under attack. Not enough. Base is under attack. Not enough energy.
Gangway, coming through. You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals. Upgrade.
Kaboom, baby!
Heading out. Inbound.
Upgrade.
I'm in a let's have a blast. Go, go, go!
Base is under attack.
Here.
Order,
Upgrade. Additional supply depots required.
armed and ready.
Somebody, get me
Additional
out of this
supply
mess.
depots required. Our SCVs are under attack.
Better be good.
Liberation.
All right, and we are back. Let me join up with Ninja Monster here. Hello, we're
Yeah.
back.
Well done. That was a great first game.
Oh,
Got some good mine hits and stuff too.
mm-hmm.
The great splits, the good macro. That was good.
Mm.
That was really good.
Ooh, yeah, the second game I just wasn't sure what to do. I saw a lot of
Right.
overlords, so I made a Viking, but I was like, kind of Viking's kind of defensive, and I was wondering. Yeah, I thought I made an extra barracks, and it turns out I didn't. I was on 5. I thought I was on 6, but yeah, it was a bit of a mess. In both games, the builds didn't quite line up, so the Hellions were late, the Marine was late, the Reactor was late. Everything was quite late. Neither builds lined up, so well.
Right.
Jitters. But anyway, so that makes it. Oh, back to you for tiebreaker, right? Oh,
Yeah.
right. So we do have to
I
declare
think
an
we
ace.
just choose, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think I should be a tiebreaker because CBZ. I don't like CBZ.
Well, hang on. Let's discuss this.
I could still be like a choice, but yeah.
So we're gonna maybe discuss this, but perhaps off stream. So And we're back. So we've had our little bit of discussion, and we're ready to put in our ace player.
He's asking who's playing. Johnny wants to know. I see. Everyone's like, what? Huh? I didn't. What? I don't know if you messaged him or anything, but.
Yeah, no. He's on here. The funny part is, he's the only person who joined, so it's obviously him. He's the only person in the lobby, but all three of us joined, so it could be any of us, right? So that's the kind of underlying funny part about all this. All right.
Yeah, it's
So,
like,
yep.
you're not on 3.
Announce on 3. Well, there's 3 of us, only one of him, so.
Right. It's funny. Roma's got this. This is the janky map that I'm not too comfortable with.
Yep.
We'll see how Roma deals with it though.
Right, the scores are 3-3. Pro streamer over here definitely updated the scores. All right, take it away.
The top left, spawning in the green SUVs, playing for Cryptic Gaming, is Roma.
And spawning at the top right of Stargazers, we have the blue Zerg player from PaniC Esports, Johnny. Beautiful hatchery.
Beautiful.
Yeah, next time I'm streaming, I might just turn on the graphic settings up a little bit. I'm just thinking
Yeah,
out
why not?
loud. But
I've tried it before.
I prefer to play on low though. But so
Yeah.
we'll sort that out.
It's always fun casting on high graphics settings.
It's actually really impressive, the kind of lighting and details and stuff they managed to put in the game. Like all the shadows and all the haze on some maps. It's actually really hard to see from a player's point of view, but from a casting point of view, if there's like some orange glow coming from some distant planet and it turns the entire map into some sort of orange hue. Considering this is like an 11-year-old game, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
All right. Let's really quickly update our viewers on what kind of special features there are on this map. Anything?
Yeah, so obviously there's a pocket base, but it is quite hard to get as you have to mine out the minerals. And there's an easy access ramp, but it is blocked by minerals. And there's a watchtower on the top. Basically means short fly distance on the top. So it's very easy to harass the pocket base,
Mm-hmm.
but not easy to harass it with ground units.
Yeah. So it's one of those maps where if you occupy the tower, you can see the entire dead airspace behind there. And, you know, if you're pushing here at the front, let's say outside the Zerg, you're pushing up the front, you can also kind of do a cheeky drop in the back. And it's a long distance for the Zerg to have to run around to defend that.
Yep. That is a common strategy.
So the Reaper shows up.
28 hatchery. Pretty common timing. That's the timing I use. See if we can get this lane. Yeah, very standard for the most part today. Very standard games. Except for 2 of them, I think. Good defense by the Zerg. No kills on the Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good.
I was quite proud last game that I took one shot at the tumor. I just didn't quite have enough to, you know, take queen hits and run away from the Zerglings. But I shot the tumor once.
Yeah, you didn't lose your Reaper. That's good, Micro.
I nearly did quite a few times, but
Yeah, you were on 2 HP once.
yeah.
Twice. Good times.
I apologize to anyone who's in Twitch chat who's just been spammed by some kind of advertisement.
You can
It happens.
find them out, moderate them.
I'll do it afterwards.
Yeah. You just click on their user, and then there's some tiny purple icons below their name. And it says like ban user and etc.
Oh, ban user. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Hellion poking. It's going to be a Viking for some vision clearance.
Viking can be nice on this map to help deny scouting on your pocket base. If you take the watchtower, they can barely see a couple mineral patches of the base.
This is so reminiscent of my game, where the two Marines just kill the Overlord scouting the starport right before the starport unit pops out, so the Overlord still doesn't know that it's a Viking or whatever. It's just very reminiscent of my last game.
Yeah.
Also, like, lots of fine details that Roma does, right? So, for example, when he was poking with the Hellions, he always, if he's looking away from the Hellions for a second, he always puts them up against a wall so that the Lings can't get a full surround. They can only get a half surround. So, I think these are interesting, tiny little details that...
It is a little bit easier for the Lings to actually trap them, though, so they can't escape. So you gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
The Lings will do less damage, but it's easier to focus on.
Wow. Yep, so we shaved off a few Lings. We're going to run through a bunch of Queens. Meanwhile, the Viking is up at the top, shaving off the Overlord vision.
So far, it's got 1 kill. I think we lost 2 Hellions on the Terrans. Terran.
Oh.
Still no 4th base for the Zerg. That's a little bit interesting. Layer's done. Still no Bangling. Oh, there's Bangliness. Just no Bane speed. Overlord speed, we haven't seen that one. Liberator almost died.
Oh, drone's not mining. Get back to work here in the main base.
Come on, get back to work.
He hasn't noticed. Oh, now he has. There we go.
He's listening to us, be careful.
Oh, 2-minute delay.
He's fast, man.
He listens to 2 minutes ahead of time.
Yeah. 1-1
Right.
coming up from the Zerg.
Yeah,
Not
seems like...
very far after the Terrans, but it's a little bit late for the Zerg.
Yeah.
Usually the Zerg is like 1 Evo and gets it faster, or 2 Evos and gets it later. Hellions, we're gonna poke low hard, get a creep tumor. Very nice. Still no watchtower control from the Zerg. Just full map control for the Terrans so far.
This Viking being shift queued around is really limiting the vision. I mean, if you kill the Overlords that are on the edges and you keep scanning to poke back the creep. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the Zerg's vision is non-existent at this moment. Doesn't even know that Terran has a 3rd base. So he could be being all-in right now, and the Zerg wouldn't really know. I would like to see a 5th base and a macro hatch for the Zerg. He's floating quite a bit. He has Bangling speed now, that's good. Burrow coming up for the Zerg as well. I'm a fan of Burrow. I like Burrow. Like you just do run by, burrowing. You're just push, burrowing. Every time you burrowing, it gives you free vision, like a creep tumor. But then they have to scan for it if they want to get rid of it. Even if they see you burrow, they can't do much about it other than scan. Dropping the Zerg's main base going down. See how the Zerg splits their army. These Hellions might poke in at the 4th base of the Zerg. Meanwhile, the drop's going on. But I don't think they'll do too much damage as the Lings to poke with the Hellions.
Oh, 5 drones. Yep,
It's
not
really
bad.
Not bad.
Yep, so it's a Lingbean Hydra style, presumably going into lurkers.
4th base coming down for the Terran. I would like to see 2-2 on the way. There we go.
Yep, 3 barracks. 4
Pretty
CC.
good.
Yep.
Surprisingly, Terran actually has more workers than the Zerg.
Yeah.
These Zerg players generally don't get as many workers as I'd like them to, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel
Or
like they're
maybe-
kind of holding themselves back.
Oh. Oh. See, neither person has the tower, so it's a bit of a cat and mouse. Nobody knows where the vision is, and because Roma's been doing such a good job of denying vision, he's just going to walk straight towards the south at where the 5th base is.
The
And,
Zerg could get a
if
really
he's-
deadly around here.
Yeah.
Zerg knows where he is now. Oh, don't fight this yet, Zerg. Your banglings. Okay, so the Zerg is gonna win this fight, but not the most efficient. But it's still good for the Zerg, obviously.
Yep. Could have been slightly better in terms of
Players.
tank targeting, but obviously that's easier said than done. You have to have either very good clicks or you have to have set up your hotkeys ahead of time. You know, put your tanks on a separate hotkey, that kind of thing.
Right. Target firing is slow but hard.
Mhm.
Drop in the main base from the Terran, got 2 drones earlier. Meanwhile, the main fight was going on. Terran
Oh.
is really even on workers to the Zerg. I don't know what the Zerg should do about this. I think they should just like get a really big army with ultras or something. I'm still trying to strategize how I would play like with this pocket base on this map. I think I'll just kind of put spores everywhere there. Make it really hard for medevacs to fly there. But I really don't know. It seems really weird. See how well these penguins can connect if the Terran will target fire them. So far, no target firing from the tank onto the banglings. The Marines can
Yeah.
split so far. It looks like the Zerg just has too much.
Yeah. It is a little bit difficult to split, I admit. Like on EU, you can see that there's some hesitancy there. Sometimes you click and you're not sure whether the click registered or not.
Yeah, I usually click like 8 times anyway, so yeah, I just click a lot. But sometimes it is very weird. Like you click and it doesn't look. Yeah, looks like Zerg as soon as they morph in banglings and attack again, we'll just win.
Yep.
But I don't know, the Terran has a lot of production, a lot of units coming out, and good siege tank positioning.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is that they lost a lot of SCVs. They
Yes.
have mules saved up. A lot of
Yeah.
mules saved up, actually.
So it's also very difficult to try to cover 2 bases. So I like the idea of staying at home and sending out some small harassment, which is what this Liberator is doing. Although the Hydralisks are here, so the Hydralisks will clean that up right away.
Yeah.
But I like that idea in theory, yes.
On this 4th base of the Zerg, I would like to see a couple spores next to that gas geyser, like where the Liberator is sieged up, because that's like a really good spot for Liberators.
Right.
But also like up in the pocket base of the Zerg is a great place for spores as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's really easy to just kind of put spores in places like those, and they're really nice in the future, even though they don't actually cost that much. I just forget to do it all the time. Alright, now these workers are gonna pop soon. Terran doesn't see this. Terran really doesn't see any of this. Lucky by the Zerg.
Oh, the Terran army is sort of retreating and bringing the tank with it. Or because the Terran thinks he has to go and
this
defend that
tank
base.
is not good. All these SCVs and mules are gonna die to these lurkers and banes
Yeah.
while they're trying to repair. This is curtains. GG, probably.
Well, yeah, it's looking really, really tough from here because that's where all the mules were. That's where all the SCVs and all the mules were, so
That's
we're
where
back.
His income is just cut in half now,
Yeah.
just from losing 1 base. Yeah, it's tough. He's holding on though, because this is our tiebreaker, our final game.
Yeah.
He really doesn't want to lose this one.
I mean, he is making the right
Meanwhile-
units. You know, lots of tanks, lots of Liberators, and lots of Marines.
He's making good units.
Mhm.
He doesn't have enough money for ghosts, which would be more optimal, but yeah, this many Marines is not gonna fare well against lurkers.
All right, so we're gathering the Liberators in the middle of the map. We're going to take a siege position. Hopefully on the high ground here, we're just going to siege up. Yeah, I feel like this is like the proper way to play Terran. I just don't know how to do this very well on these maps. Sort of setting up siege positions. Yeah, so lurkers are going to run in. With all the Ling Banes, not much you can do to micro when Berserk has all the spellcasters
Good
to cancel
blinding
everything.
clouds. Good bane.
Yep.
Commands.
And that's GG, that's called.
Good job to our opponents.
Yeah.
You.
Good job. Nice games. Nice games to them. And fun games for us. Really good games. I think all of us played well today.
Yep.
All right.
Are you gonna ban that bot?
All right. Yeah, let's go ban the bot.
Yep.
There we
Nice.
go. All right. So, any final thoughts?
No, I think it was great games.
Mhm.
Honestly.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all our viewers for showing up and
Definitely.
paying attention to our games. Thanks to our new followers and all of our European viewers. This VOD will stay up, so don't worry about that. Well, it'll
Why'd
stay
you
up.
delete my message, bro?
Did I delete your message?
No, I'm just trolling.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just saw on the chat. Yeah, so this VOD will be up for 2 weeks. And yeah,
Cool.
so just for anyone in the chat who was asking for it, it'll be there. And thank you once again. That was the conclusion of week 4 of the Rakshir Finals cross-server between North America and EU. Sub 4400 MMR Clan War. And we are on to week 5 next week. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care.
Bye.